Scott's an independent expert who's been testing the air and water in East Palestine. He's also the CEO of U.S. BioSolutions. And Scott, we thank you for coming back. So same thing, but more from your area of expertise, of your reaction to what's coming out now. And I'm sure much of it doesn't surprise you.
No, and first of all, thanks for having me, Connell, and I agree and echo everything Christina Seislov has said, and I've tested side by side with her even recently. First of all, I want to say Jennifer Homendy, the chair of the NTSB, is a model example of how to run a government agency and do an investigation. And I believe she should be immediately appointed with oversight over EPA Region 5, if not the entire EPA. I really, really credit her in what she's in the investigation and the facts.
Now, one of the things Homendy has said, she's the chair of the NTSB, is that people were trying to say that this isn't as bad as you think, or it's not bad as it's not as bad as it's being made out to be, and that kind of thing. And she basically said, no, that's nonsense. Let's listen to a clip of Jennifer Homendy, to your point, and then we'll come back and talk about her some more and maybe what other people could have done differently. Here she is.
Unfortunately, some have sought to minimize the wide-ranging impacts of this derailment, pointing to the fact that there were no fatalities or injuries. For this, we are certainly grateful, but the absence of a fatality or injury doesn't mean the presence of safety.
So that's an interesting way and probably an accurate way of putting it, right? Just because there weren't people necessarily dying on the spot doesn't mean this wasn't an absolute disaster. So your point is others could have taken a page from Homendy.
Correct. And with Chair Jennifer Homendy, that makes me believe that government agencies can work for affected residents like East Palestine and taxpayers. Again, it's great. And like I said, Connell, this is just the beginning. And what was clear today with how her hearing has laid things out, like the burning of the PVC pellets and a whole host of chemicals that I've been finding now in garden crops and in the hot zones, like the dioxins, that has now set the stage for further investigation and follow-up. And there ought to be similar hearings with the EPA just like this.
So for people who haven't been following us closely, tell us what you're finding now. We know it was, we mentioned some of the chemicals. I went through them with Christina there a moment ago. But what are things like there now? I mean, we see the water right now as an example. And Rich McHugh's done some of the testing, as people have probably seen here on NewsNation over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and Rich and Chris Cuomo have attended testing with me and seen how it happens. But polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons from the variety of chemicals, along with the dioxins, there's no standards for mixtures of chemicals. We are seeing those, but there's some good news in that as much as I get smeared and attacked by the EPA and Norfolk Southern, and even some of the plaintiffs' attorneys, the majority of my results, a little over 55%, agree nothing to see here. But the minority of the results, like 45%, are the potential hot zones that need follow-up testing. And if we had open transparency, and I'm on record, and I would still sit down with the EPA and the railroad, trade all the data. They've been invited from day one to test side by side. They've flat out refused to test side by side on Taggart Street and all the areas close to the derailment, and the residents continue to reach out. And we've seen in some preliminary testing some concerns about dioxins in garlic, and that's where I work with the Government Accountability Project that just filed a petition with the EPA.
So what you want is follow-up in those areas, which is not a large area, I'm assuming, generally speaking, that could be done. You want follow-up testing in those specific areas, and you're not getting anywhere with that request.
That's correct, and the community deserves this. And we're starting to get data. I have a great scientific team around me, and we're starting to see trends in Pennsylvania and versus East Palestine and in Ohio about what mixtures of chemicals have impacted where. So this is actually good news that we're seeing the majority of the results that actually agree with, when they say nothing to see here are under the background contaminations. But and also it is good news that we've identified the potential hot zones for follow-up work. And, again, taking a lead from Jennifer Homendy, transparency, just because no one has died, it does not mean this is not a serious disaster. But the good news is we have the data to go in and get solutions and help these people. And it needs to happen now.
We'll stay on it, as you know. Scott, thanks again for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.